Going on, everybody? So, obviously, we know that the Yankee season is over, unfortunately. And I think it's going to take a little while to process everything. But if you weren't on the live stream last night, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be doing my off-season predictions. I'll be doing videos all the way up through the off-season, heading into the CBA, past the CBA, heading into spring training, winter meetings, everything from trade predictions, trade proposals, free agent predictions, all types of stuff. And I'll actually be doing some live streams and getting some folks involved. We're going to do a live stream that talks about our offseason. If we were GM, what should the Yankees do? And then another live stream, what we think the Yankees will do, so our predictions. I'm going to be doing a bunch of live streams like that, so we're going to keep it fun and interactive this offseason to kind of keep us engaged. And I'll keep you all filled in on the updates pertaining to the CBA, which expires December 2nd. And then should be agreed upon shortly thereafter, hopefully. So I think free agency is going to be a little bit of a drag in the beginning of the offseason because of that. And then once we get more clarity, then things will pick up. But I'll be keeping you updated all throughout. And even though the Yankees are not in the postseason anymore, I'll still I'll do some recaps on the current postseason series and all that stuff. And and I'll still be talking about a lot of Yankee content. So I've got a ton of Yankee videos that I'm working on that I'm going to be doing to keep us Yankee family, Yankee community engaged this offseason. So it's never over with the Yankees, you know that. So once the season's over, the new season starts and they got to get going. So, but again, congratulations to the Yankees for making the wild card game. Unfortunately, they didn't go any further. If this was Brett Gardner's last game, thank you for being a great Yankee for 15 years. We really appreciate you. We're really going to miss you. And it's a lot of other things. A lot of decisions have to be made. Aaron Boone's one of them, and the other coaches are some of them, and how the team is constructed. So Brian Cashman, I think he has one more year left before he's up in his contract. So they have to figure out how to better construct this team and make it more athletic and versatile, and just more of a winnable, consistent team. They're not going to get past Toronto or Tampa or Boston with a team constructed like this. They're not going to go deep into the postseason. They need to address a lot of holes, and obviously we know this, and we talked about this a lot recently. So, but we'll get into more specific details now pertaining to all this stuff. But just wanted to process this a little bit, and we're all, I think, kind of a little bit numb and frustrated. And, I'm frustrated, too, why their two best base runners last night were not even in the game at any point, Tyler Wade and Greg Allen. They called up Greg Allen. They didn't even use him. Shouldn't have run Aaron Judge. I think that was a huge mistake by Devin, third base. He should have been at third. And while Stanton was at second, they could have done something there as well. So they blew a lot of opportunities. And the fact is, even though Garrett Cole stunk, the offense stunk, too. They didn't give him any runs for it. And he only gave up 3 runs. It was a short outing, but he didn't give up 5, 6, 7 runs. He gave up 3. They couldn't even get that. They scored 2 runs the entire game. So the offense stunk just as bad. With the exception of Stanton and Rizzo, who hit home runs and comprised the Yankees' runs, the rest of the offense did absolutely nothing. And that has to be called out as well. Not only Garrett Cole. Got to call out the offense. So, it is what it is. And that's unfortunate. I know some people don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Those are the facts. And so we'll see what the Yankees are going to do now. And so let's start plotting our off-season plan and ideas and stuff like that. I've got a lot of good stuff that I think you're going to like. And I want to know how you folks are going to construct your off-season. Even put in the comments down below. What are 3 or 4 or 5 things that you think are absolute priorities? If you were the GM, what would these things be? How would you remake the Yankees team a little bit? There's not going to be a total tear down and a total rebuild. We know that, all right? This is the Yankees. It's never going to happen. But there can be some significant moves. There were 4 or 5 significant moves in the offseason before they won the World Series in 2009. So that can happen again. They stayed under the $210 million threshold for a reason, so that they could be aggressive this offseason. So, what are the 5 things that you would do this offseason? All right, let's get into it. Let's get it.